Hi and welcome to my video. This week I'm sharing a recipe for tortilla pinwheels with an Indian twist. But before I get to that, I do want to share some very exciting updates. At least they're exciting for me. If you're new to my channel, then thank you very much for joining me and welcome. If you've been here from the get-go, then thank you so much for sticking around and supporting my channel with your feedback and your comments. I really appreciate it. And I want to get started with these updates because I haven't been posting very regularly for the last year, and there's been an excellent reason for that, and I do want to share some of that with you. Of course, if you're not interested in this, then by all means, feel free to skip ahead to the recipe. You shouldn't watch something that you're not interested in, and I promise you that I will not feel bad if you skip. So go ahead and click somewhere on the screen and move ahead. Moving right along, about a year ago, my husband and I moved into a new home. And I've mentioned this before in a couple videos, and it just took us a really long time to get settled. And I feel like it's a constant work of art, I guess, perfecting your home, trying to make it feel the way you want it to, and just trying to unpack your life. Something I haven't mentioned before is that I have a day job as well, and for the longest while I have been a French teacher. And I had a new job this year. I started teaching in a new school, and I do really love my teaching job. It's a calling that I felt, I guess, a really long time ago, and I trained to become a teacher, and because I speak French and I've grown up speaking French, that's what I decided to teach because I love the French language so much. Something that came to me a little bit later is this passion and love for cooking that I've developed, and I say that it came late because, for a long time I lived at home, and my mom, who's an excellent cook, well, she did all the cooking. And then when I moved out on my own after getting married, I realized that I really enjoyed this as well, and I really enjoyed expressing myself through food. Another thing that I really loved was taking pictures of my food and, posting them online, and I really developed this, skill for photography, and specifically for food photography. And what I'm drawing here, it looks kind of like rice and soup, and looks like some eggs, even though I don't really eat eggs that often. Anyways, over the last year, I felt like I was really questioning where I wanted to go in my life professionally. And although I really loved my job, and it wasn't, stressful as such, I wanted to strike more of a balance between my life at home and my life at work. I guess I wanted to do something that would satisfy both of those callings. And it occurred to me that I might want to work with food in some capacity. That doesn't look anything like me, by the way. Another really cool thing that happened in the last year is that my husband took me to Paris. And to see a really short video of our time there, you can click on the picture in the upper corner. It was just a dream. It's what every French teacher and every foodie wants to do. And when we got back, he kind of threw out the idea that I might want to consider starting my own catering company. And to me, that just sounded like such a wonderful idea. And of course, it would have to be for people like us who are vegan and vegetarian. We eat a plant-based diet and we really love it. So I decided to call it Eating to Live, and the website is eatingtolive.ca. And if you go there, you can find out about the menu, prices, and a lot more. Plus, we're also reachable on all forms of social media. And my husband also helped me to make a trailer for this company, and you can click on that picture in the upper corner to look at the trailer. And I will put all of this information down in the information box as well. And this might get a little confusing because you might already be following me personally on either Instagram or Twitter, which is /Anila Maharaj or @Anila Maharaj. And you're more than welcome to do so. You should follow me. I'm really fun, and I post a lot of cat pictures. So what about my videos? Well, I'm still going to be uploading videos on YouTube, and definitely more often, probably bi-weekly. And I'm also going to be uploading on another platform, which is a really great website called Curious.com. It's really for people who are interested in learning and who want to learn how to do things properly. So you can also see some of my videos there at Curious.com/eatingtolive, because I will post things there that I don't post on YouTube. But that brings us to the end of the updates. Thank you so much. And now I think we should definitely move on to this week's recipe. So these tortilla pinwheels are such an easy snack to make, and they're perfect for a kid's lunchbox or a picnic. You need to start with your favorite brand of tortilla and lay it out on a smooth, clean surface. Then smear the tortilla with some cream cheese of any flavor. And if you're unfamiliar with the word schmear, well, it comes from a Germanic word that means to spread. But it also comes from a Yiddish word that means to slap, as in slap some cream cheese on that tortilla. Then go ahead and add a little bit of dhania chutney. If you don't know how to make this, I've linked the recipe in the upper corner. Go ahead and really spread that as smoothly as possible on top of the cheese. This is going to add a layer of Indian flavor to this really tasty snack. Now add some of your favorite finely chopped veggies. I opted for tomato and onion. I just feel like you can't go wrong with that, but you can use whatever you have on hand or whatever you love. And try to spread these out as flat as possible, because you're going to be rolling this up really nice and tight. Then sprinkle some chaat masala and some roasted ground cumin. This is going to add some more really wonderful Indian flavors to your tortilla. The next step is to roll this up, and you'll need to have some cling wrap on hand. When you roll this, try to do so as tightly as possible. These tortilla rolls have to be put into the fridge for at least an hour so that they set properly. And rolling them up nice and tight will just help when you have to cut these up a little later. When it comes time to unrolling these, try to do so a little carefully. Of course, if something falls out along the way, just eat it. No one's going to know. And the first thing you have to do is cut the ends off, because these are not going to make very nice rolls. Just discard them or eat them. And then cut the remainder of the roll into 1-inch thick cross sections. When you're done cutting these up, go ahead and arrange them with one of the two cut sides facing down on a foil-lined baking dish. These pinwheels need to be baked in the oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 minutes, but you have to turn them over halfway through at the 5-minute mark. At that point, they'll be ready, and if you're eating them right away, then go ahead and arrange them on a cute little serving plate. Or if you're enjoying them later, then you're going to want to let these cool down and then pack them up for your picnic or into the lunchbox.